Hi, and today's guide is on how to repair an iPad Air front glass. The tools you'll need are located in the description below. Okay, first of all, you'll need to get your heat gun and heat around the outside of the iPad. And as you do that in sections, you'll see what I'm using is a pry open tool. And with that pry open tool, I'm slowly lifting off the broken glass and the actual front glass assembly. So just slowly move around. I've obviously sped this up and you'll just see it slowly moves off. It might break off, but you want to try your best to keep it as one piece so it easily folds out. I was lucky enough in this situation where I lifted it from the left hand side and then it opened like a book on the right hand side. So that's ideally what you want. It just makes life a bit easier, but don't be surprised if it smashes everywhere and you have to go bit by bit. Now, most importantly, wear safety glasses when you do actually do this repair, because broken glass can go flying everywhere. Now, as you can see, I'm using the heat gun constantly to keep that heat. It should be warm enough to touch but not burn your hands. Now, the next step is to cut the actual glass cables or the digitizer cables. They're on the far right bottom. And you can just use scissors. There should be just 2 small cables. I just cut them off like that. Now, using a Phillips head screwdriver, you have 4 screws that need to be removed. Now, once that's done, the actual LCD flips from top to bottom, and then you just need to disconnect that, first taking off the plate with 3 Phillips head screws again. Now, once that's done, you just lift the plate off. I've got a little method where I just lift it off using the LCD cable part, and it actually still sticks to the LCD cable, which makes life a bit easier. And you just take off those old connectors. They just lift off from the front glass, and we need to disconnect the home button. Now, make sure that even though 90% of replacement glass that you do buy come with a home button, just double check to make sure it does. So you take that little bit of adhesive sticker off, and then you flip up the little connector and it pulls out. So easy. It's really easy. And I've just put that locker down so it flips up. Okay, the next step is removing the old adhesive. Now, you can just use anything you want really just to scrape it off. I use the eye opener, I find that easy, but look, whatever you find is best for you. And you slowly just scrape that off, and once that's scraped off, you just get a bit of rubbing alcohol, nail polish remover, and you can just simply do a final rub and make sure that there is no glue whatsoever. Now you just need to prepare your replacement screen, and all replacement screens have just a little sticker covering the adhesive, and just take that off first. It's a good habit to take it off first. And once that's done, what you can do is put it on the actual iPad there, and that's where the connectors go. They just simply click on, very easy. There's no trick to it, just be patient and they just line up, and you can press it in. Make sure and always double check that they are clicked in correctly, as in all the way down. And that's the home button cable. Just slide that in and then flip down the little plastic locker There we go. And the final part is obviously connecting the LCD screen. And that connects there, obviously. And then you flip that down, put in those 4 remaining Phillips head screws. And at this point, this is where I like to test that everything works, in case you've received the screen faulty or you've damaged it or anything like that. So I just test it, and I don't close everything fully, I just test the slide, make sure there's visual on the screen, and that seems to be working fine. So the next step is obviously clean any type of dust that you've got on your LCD screen. And there's an inner plastic on your screen. You probably haven't noticed that, but all of them have this. It's just so you don't get fingerprints on it. So you just lift that off. Really easy to lift off. And now once that's lifted off, obviously try to avoid touching it. And getting any debris or dust in there. I mean, it's almost impossible to not get dust, but that's fine. Just do your best. Once that's off, you just close it like a book, everything in reverse. I was worried that I actually put a fingerprint on there, but I actually didn't. So I was rubbing it for no reason, but you close everything. And there's a front plastic there as well. Never forget that. That's to stop it getting scratched if it's on the workbench. So you can take that off once you've closed it in. And then you just press all around, make sure everything sits flush. And that's all done. It's a really simple fix. The most important thing is take your time. Once again, thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe. I always have new tech stuff, and obviously showing you repair videos is another thing I do. So thanks guys, bye.